In 1955, a man lay dying. Doctors said he had a malignant sarcoma, a deadly cancer. Surgery was his only hope, but he refused. Instead, he did something that shocked everyone. He healed himself using only his mind. That man was Dr. Joseph Murphy, and what he discovered would change millions of lives forever. Before we dive into his extraordinary story, if this is your first time here, welcome. Make sure to follow and join us so you never miss another story that reveals the hidden powers within you. Now, let's begin. Joseph Murphy was born in 1898 in a small village in County Cork, Ireland. His father was a strict headmaster at a Jesuit school. Young Joseph was brilliant, destined for the priesthood. At 18, he entered the Jesuits to become a Catholic priest. He studied theology, philosophy, ancient languages. But something troubled him: the rigid dogma, the fear-based teachings. He began to question everything. Then, in his 20s, something happened that changed his life forever. He witnessed a healing through prayer, not religious ritual, but pure mental focus. A miracle that doctors couldn't explain. In that moment, Joseph realized the power wasn't in the ritual, it was in the mind. He left the Jesuits, he left Ireland, and he came to America to discover the truth about the human mind. Murphy arrived in New York in his 20s with a chemistry degree. He became a pharmacist, dispensing medicine by day. But at night, he studied something far more powerful: the laws of the mind. He discovered the Church of Divine Science, where a minister named Emmett Fox was teaching revolutionary ideas, that thoughts create reality, that the subconscious mind is the builder of the body. Murphy devoured every book on metaphysics, ancient wisdom, Eastern philosophy. He traveled to India, spending time with sages and yogis. He learned about the power of suggestion, visualization, and faith. By the 1940s, he had moved to Los Angeles and was ordained as a minister. But he wasn't preaching religion. He was teaching science, the science of the subconscious mind. In 1955, Murphy discovered a lump. Doctors diagnosed him with a malignant sarcoma, aggressive cancer. They said surgery was urgent. Without it, he would die. But Murphy had spent decades studying the subconscious mind. He knew that the same intelligence that created his body could heal it. So he refused surgery. Every night before sleep, Murphy entered a meditative state. He visualized the tumor shrinking, dissolving, disappearing. He repeated, "My subconscious mind is now healing every cell of my body. Perfect health is mine now." He felt the healing happening. He saw himself completely whole. He gave thanks as if it had already occurred. 3 months later, he returned to his doctors. They examined him, confused. The tumor was gone, completely. No surgery, no medicine, just the power of his subconscious mind. The doctors called it spontaneous remission. Murphy called it proof. In 1963, Murphy published his masterpiece, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. It became one of the best-selling self-help books of all time, with over 50 million copies sold worldwide. The book was revolutionary. It said, "Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever seeds you plant, thoughts, beliefs, images, will grow. Plant fear, you harvest failure. Plant faith, you harvest miracles. Murphy filled the book with real stories. A blind man who visualized his sight returning and saw again. A woman who repeated, "Wealth is mine," and inherited a fortune. A businessman who imagined success and built an empire. These weren't fantasies. They were documented cases Murphy witnessed in his 30 years as a minister and counselor. He had the proof.
And so I say to you today, rise up, embrace the possibilities that lie before us.
Murphy discovered 3 fundamental laws of the subconscious mind. Law number 1, the subconscious cannot reason, it only accepts. Whatever you impress upon it with feeling and repetition, it accepts as true. If you say, "I am sick," it says, "yes," and creates sickness. If you say, "I am healthy," it says, "yes," and creates health. The subconscious doesn't judge. It doesn't question. It simply obeys. Law number 2, the subconscious works by images, not words. It thinks in pictures. When you visualize wealth, health, or success with vivid detail and emotion, the subconscious goes to work to manifest it in your physical reality. 1,000 words mean nothing compared to one clear mental image felt with conviction. Law number 3, the subconscious is most receptive in the state before sleep. Murphy called this the drowsy, meditative state. In those moments before you fall asleep, your conscious mind relaxes its control. Whatever thought you impress at that time sinks deep into the subconscious and becomes your reality. This is why Murphy said, the last thought before sleep is the first cause of your tomorrow. Murphy's files were filled with miracles, real people, real transformations. Here are 3 that prove the power. Story 1, the blind man who saw. A man came to Murphy completely blind from a childhood accident. Doctors said his optic nerves were permanently damaged. There was no cure. Murphy taught him a technique. Every night before sleep, imagine your doctor telling you, "A miracle has happened, you can see." The man did this faithfully for 3 weeks. He heard those words in his mind. He felt the joy of seeing. He gave thanks for sight he didn't yet have. On week 4, he woke up and could see shadows, then shapes, then colors. Within 2 months, his sight was fully restored. His doctors were stunned. They called it medically impossible. Murphy called it the subconscious rebuilding what the conscious mind said couldn't be fixed. Story 2, the woman who manifested her house. A woman desperately wanted a home but had no money. Murphy taught her to visualize sleeping in her dream home. Every night, she imagined lying in her own bedroom, feeling the sheets, seeing the moonlight through the window, giving thanks for her home as if she already owned it. She did this for 60 days straight. Then, out of nowhere, a distant relative she barely knew died and left her an inheritance exactly enough to buy the house she had been visualizing. Same layout, same neighborhood, same moonlight through the same window. Story 3, the salesman who doubled his income. A struggling salesman asked Murphy for help. His sales were terrible. He was on the verge of being fired. Murphy told him, before every sales call, close your eyes and see the client saying yes. See yourself shaking hands. Feel the success. The salesman did this religiously. Within 3 months, his income doubled. Within 6 months, he was the top salesman in his company. He hadn't changed his pitch. He hadn't learned new techniques. He changed his subconscious programming, and everything changed. Murphy gave us a simple, repeatable technique. He called it scientific prayer. Here's how to do it. Step 1, relax deeply. Before sleep, lie in bed. Release all tension from your body. Breathe slowly. Enter the drowsy state where the subconscious is most receptive. This is not sleep. This is the edge between waking and dreaming. Here, the gate to the subconscious is open. Step 2. Form a clear mental image. See what you want as if it's already real. Don't wish for it. Don't hope for it. Claim it. See yourself healthy, wealthy, successful. Make it vivid. Add color, add sound, add emotion. The more real it feels, the faster it manifests. Step 3. Feel it done. This is the secret. You must feel the joy of already having it. Gratitude, relief, excitement. Feeling is the language of the subconscious. Thought without feeling is powerless. Feeling without thought is chaos. But thought plus feeling equals creation. Step 4. Repeat with faith. Do this every night for at least 30 days. Persistence impresses the subconscious. Repetition with feeling is the law. Doubt cancels it. Worry reverses it. Faith activates it. Murphy said, your subconscious mind doesn't argue. It doesn't debate. It simply manifests what you consistently impress upon it with feeling and conviction. The power is within you. It always has been. You just need to use it.
This is the secret. You must feel the joy of already having it. Gratitude, relief, excitement. Feeling is the language of the subconscious. Thought without feeling is powerless. Feeling without thought is chaos. But thought plus feeling equals creation. Step 4. Repeat with faith. Do this every night for at least 30 days. Persistence impresses the subconscious. Repetition with feeling is the law. Doubt cancels it. Worry reverses it. Faith activates it. Murphy said, your subconscious mind doesn't argue. It doesn't debate. It simply manifests what you consistently impress upon it with feeling and conviction. The power is within you. It always has been. You just need to use it. Dr. Joseph Murphy continued teaching until his death in 1981 at age 83. He had built one of the largest spiritual congregations in America. He wrote over 30 books. He influenced millions. His church in Los Angeles was packed every Sunday with people from all walks of life. Doctors, artists, businessmen, housewives, all learning to harness the power within. They came broken and left whole. They came poor and left prosperous. They came sick and left healed. Murphy proved that you don't need special gifts. You don't need to be chosen. You don't need to be lucky. The subconscious mind is a universal power. It's within every human being. It obeys the same laws for everyone. The subconscious mind healed his cancer. It can heal yours. It transformed struggling people into successful ones. It can transform you. The same power that created the universe, that formed galaxies and stars, is within you right now, waiting to be directed. Murphy's final message was simple but profound. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Change your beliefs and you change your life. Your outer world is always a perfect reflection of your inner world. So, tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, what am I impressing on my subconscious? Am I planting seeds of fear, worry, and limitation? Or am I planting seeds of faith, abundance, and health? Your subconscious is listening. It's always listening. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every image you hold in your mind is a seed. And your subconscious will grow whatever you plant. It doesn't judge the seeds, it simply grows them. Dr. Murphy healed his cancer with his mind. Thousands healed their lives with his teachings. The blind man saw. The poor woman found wealth. The failing salesman became the best. These weren't special people. They were ordinary people who learned an extraordinary truth. Your subconscious mind is the greatest miracle-working force you'll ever know. It built your body from a single cell. It beats your heart without your permission. It digests your food, heals your wounds, and dreams your dreams. And it will manifest whatever you consistently impress upon it. Maybe it's time to use it. Maybe it's time to stop living by default and start living by design. Maybe it's time to realize that the power you've been searching for outside yourself has been inside you all along. If this story inspired you, follow us, like, and share. Join us for more books, stories, and wisdom that awaken the power within. Because every mind has subconscious power. It's time to discover yours.